All right, Sam Tober, Sound of Joy Music Services, and we're coming back with another impromptu video for this evening. As you see, we're very busy on this channel, and we're going to give you some of our specialized tips for playing songs or chords around a particular familiar melody. Because again, being on the YouTube space, I also see all of the other content creators giving you gospel music tips, how to play songs, but they never seem for me give you their own in-head version of what's happening. This is all off the cup. I'm kind of in D flat, but now I'm in B major. Because in B major, you've got, in this case it's called C sharp, but it's really D flat. So I'm going to share some of my tips in being able to chord around the generic songs. Now, what are the generic songs? Well, we're going to pick Amazing Grace. And I'm going to try to do a little bit of singing, because then you'll be able to hear what goes on in my head. I'm going to pick the key of A flat, because that may be more in my vocal range. Oh, that is the old version. And this is the big band jazz sound that I instructed on this channel, which means taking advantage of all the different nuances you can get in any song. Amazing grace shall always be my song of praise. For it was grace that brought my liberty. Now, I'm not a singer, but I know the placement of vocals. So in my head, whenever I'm playing a song, especially practicing, I have to hear, first of all, the melody. I do not know why Jesus came to love me so. I'm really down here. So that's where my voice is. He looked beyond my faults and saw my needs. So that's the updated version versus going after the traditional Amazing Grace. Amazing Grace, how sweet the sound. And that's where my vocals are generally, my range is. But I go up a little higher if I was doing a choir. That saved a wretch like me. Now I'm up here. Again, I'm not a singer. That's why I have dream tonics to be my singer. But I want to show you and demonstrate what having a recognition of scale notes will help you do. I was lost, but now I want a diminished chord. The diminished chord I found was blind, but now I see. Yeah, I want to go a little bit off the. So I hear the notes in my head. Not a singer again, but I hear it in the point if though I had a singer attached to my brain, and I'm in the key of A flat, but it doesn't mean I have to be locked into there. Now, for those who are the number system users, I talk to it. The 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll go flat 6, 5, 3, 6, 2, 5. But look at all the chords I am putting on the 5. I'm going to resolve the 5. Back to the 1 with a flat 7. That's my flat 7. The Donnie McClurkin turn. Da, 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 da. Sharp 5, no, sharp 4, 5, 4, 3, hanging the 3, 6, 2, 5, and this chord is in the major scale. I want a B major, minor, 4, so now these chords, that's it. My chords are not hidden. If you go through several of the videos I have on this channel, especially my chord builder series, it'll show you where these chords are found. You have charts, you have examples, and then you'll be shown techniques as how you can build your own chords. Again, I hear the melody. It's begin to form a chord. Now, what I want to add to that chord, nice jazz turn, because I know this is going to take me to the 4. It's going to take me to the 4. Now, how do I want to build that 4 chord? I can build drop 2, down to the 1, 2, 1, 7, 6. This is a flat 5 or 2, because I'm looking away this note. Let's go to a B major. Why? Because we're going to resolve to an E flat for the 5. That is the classical sound. The jazz. What's it? 5, 1, 4. Now slow it down. 5, 1, 4. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 4 for the number system uses, but look at the chords I'm throwing in on the 5. A flat 7, or in this case an E minor 7, but it's really a G flat chord. Okay, F sharp, because I have the Cordi app set to the key of C and not a flat. There's my G flat now. That's all it is. A major, a minor, a major, and a minor chord. But the minute you add the bottom note, which is the number system, you get the 5, 1, 4. And these are jazz chords. Diminished chord, major, flat 7, sus 2, I believe, or add 2. The sus is in this. There is the sus 2, but I added the drop 2. G minor on the 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's throw this chord, nice diminished chord, a minor 9. See, all these chord names are the combination of the lowest note to the highest note and what this app sees. But with what I'm letting you demonstrate to you is to show where all these chords, they reside in all of these notes. So there's the easy way to find them, and there's a hard way. The hard way is to listen without looking. The easy way is to look to see what technology allows me to do, and then listen to how I am formulating these chords based on a melody. Still using Amazing Grace, the traditional one. Was blind, but now we're going to do a turnaround. I to the 6, C, bum, 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 bum. And all of this is a formulation of knowing where the notes are found within a particular scale. The 5. Now, if you don't have this reach yet, which is an octave, what this allows you to do is you have 3 other fingers free to move around and find notes. And of course, the left hand that is trained to understand not just the scale notes, but chords. And bass notes. That takes training. It's not something that you are gifted with. I certainly was not gifted with the ability to play the piano. I was gifted with a desire, number one, a determination, number two, and a discipline, number three. The 3D: desire, determination, and discipline. And by discipline, I learned how to play scales as an instrumentalist, and I knew how important it was to learn the scales as an instrumentalist. I came to the piano and did the very same thing on the piano. Why? Because I wanted to be able to hear what the notes were my ears were hearing, and of course on sheet music. So this is the only way I know how, there we go, how to instruct, by giving you the very same theory that was embedded in me as a young instrumentalist in high school. To hear the notes of a major scale in every key, and so that when I hear a chord, I can hear what it would sound like in a major scale, in a major scale, in a major scale. And if I heard a note that wasn't there, wait a minute, that note is not there. That should be, that's correct, but that's the minor, which means I had to learn the minor scale also, so that when a minor note was introduced to a major scale in a song, I knew exactly where to go, one note plus or minus away from the major scale. There's your major, there's your minor. And as you can see, the Cordi app is supposed to be registering it as a minor. It's supposed to be registering it as a minor, and it's not. Let me go into Cordi app and reset that window. Apparently that window is probably getting tired of me talking. Chord name, yes. Let me reset this window, but this is important. Chord name, for those who do use the chord names. There we go, the minor. Major, minor. All built off of a scale. And yes, the E flat minor scale is the same scale as G flat major. Same scale. It's just where you start. So and G flat major is just E flat minor. What's that song? God Wants a Yes. Yes, I have this entire lesson on my Patreon page for the Patreon members. But that is where you find how these great songwriters create their songs. They look at the scale notes and they go, well, gee, what would sound good for the entire idea? Back to I had to slow myself down I really enjoy playing that song for all the intricate movements. In my head, I'm hearing everybody's part. All this that tritone. Change 2 notes. Bum, bum, bum. Come what may. All these songs are built, in my point of view, as I say, all chefs have their way of cooking, their ingredients that they put into what they present. I present to you scales, chords, progressions. The runs come from scales. The classical turns. The number system, talk to 3, 6, 2, 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, flat 2, 2, 7, 6. We changed keys, so we'll go 5, flat 5, 4, 3. Now we're really in the key of D flat now. Now in D flat. 6, 7, 1, sharp 1, 3, sharp 2, 3, flat 2, 2, 5. And these are your jazz chords. But if I want to change key and put that in A flat, C, 6, diminish up. Get it? But nobody want to put that song in A flat, it'd be too high. And then, yes, they do get that high, I believe, when they're doing the yes part. But But again, this shed that I'm doing is very quick. It's just to give you some more of the ingredients that I use, not when I'm just playing songs from my era, my past, but even learning the new songs for the viewers who do request songs. Because sometimes you are requesting songs from my era, and I have to remember that you weren't there when some of those songs came out. I was, though. What is that song everyone likes to do by the Chicago Mass Choir? There is no way. I was there when it came out. This is the chord I use. I can go on half a step up. All right, that's all we're going to share right now. I got to knock at my door. Sam Tobit, Sound of Joy Music Services. Don't forget to